And we're underway here on this Saturday night special between the Evansville Thunderbolts and Quad City Storm. Evansville starting with Brandon Tucker, Nathan Ferrio, and Shane Morrissey up front. Owen and Rollick on defense. Quad City playing with 14 skaters tonight. Both Austin Hervey and Phil Bronner out of the lineup tonight. And Austin Hervey, if you watched him or listened in last night, remember, took that crushing hit along the near side, courtesy of Alexander Lealchuk. And he only played, I think, 2 shifts after that, and that was in the first period, and he was not on for very long. So both players out of action tonight. Thunderbolts skating with a full 18, including the 2 goaltenders. Same scratch there, C.J. Blaska for Evansville. Played in the Quad City's end. Donahue for Lane King, playing his second game with Evansville. Up the near side to the point for Nunite. Turning and shooting this one on goal. Saved to salvage. There's a rebound. They score! It's Scott Donahue, and the Bolts this time get the first goal, a minute and 40 in. And the Bears will rain down here at the Ford Center as the Teddy Bear toss gets underway. They rebound, and Scott Donahue playing in front. One of the big keys was getting players to the front of the nets exactly as they drew it up on the game plan. And the Bolts have a 1-0 lead as the Bears continue to rain down. Scott Donahue will pick up his second goal of the season. Lane King will pick up an assist, no doubt. We'll get the official details later, but now it is a storm of teddy bears raining down here on the Ford Center ice. They've definitely cleared the 100 mark already, and they continue to pour on down. A healthy crowd on hand here at the Ford Center tonight. The third shot of the game for Evansville is the one that Pete DeSalvo. Nice little move to get in the zone, but it's lost and sent back out by Smutek, and Schumacher retrieves. Up the far side, given away. Dalton Mills can't go far enough with it. And now coming the other way is King through center, and that one picked away. Gets a shot when he scores! Mark Pataccio. And the Thunderbolts take a 2-0 lead. Just when it seemed like it was no longer possible. It was tied up in the defenseman's skates, and Mark Pataccio able to find it. And no doubt that's a big one to get Pataccio out of his scoring drought of the past few games. And the Thunderbolts have doubled up their lead, 2-0. Pressed into the boards with 30 seconds left to go. Those two up the tie-up. Puck is worked along. Thunderbolts exit the zone. Here comes Ben Owen across the Quad City line. Checked across the line. Pataccio will go after his man. Play continues. Owen to the net. Sticked away by DeSalvo as everybody gets together. We get some gloves dropped. Rolovicius is out there battling Mueller. All this happening with 15.3 seconds left to go. Owen was absolutely crushed on the check by Mueller as he came across the line. And much like Lealchuk's yesterday, it was a hard, clean hit. We'll see if Pataccio gets anything for the retribution. As I'm not sure. I think Pataccio's going to head over for Evansville. We'll see if Quad City gets any penalties on this, but nonetheless, a right move to make by Mark Pataccio, standing up for his teammate. Roughing is the call on Pataccio, I believe, at the 19:45 mark. As I mentioned, this season series has the potential to get quite a rivalry going. With 25 seconds left to go, Smutek at center to Mills near side. He shoots one, deflected wide off the skate of John Scully. McEwen back to center for Smutek. Smutek to the near side. Mills again from the near circle. Looking and shooting one. He scores! A powerful goal for Dalton Mills has cut the Thunderbolts lead in half. It's 2-1. And a big goal for the Thunderbolts, or rather the Quad City Storm. Down 2-0. They get a power play goal. Go 1 for 2 in the Knights. Head of Tucker, but onto the stick of Ferrio in the far corner. Smutek on him as it's worked to the near side corner. Mueller will get to this one for Quad City. Trying to clear it out, but off the tie of the Storm. Give it away. It's Owen played it right back around. The two 14s meeting up on the far side. Smutek wins the battle, but it's regained. Here's Tucker trying to move down the slot. Taking out on the play. Owen shoots this one glove. Stopped by DeSalvo. Off the follow-up, and we'll get a Thunderbolts power play in just a moment. So Dalton Mills, the goal scorer for Quad City, and a penalty to boots. Thunderbolts with Salzillo, Relavicius, Lubin, Newenike, and Pataccio. So the face off to the left side of DeSalvo. Salzillo wins it back. Newenike from the blue line. Handing off, but getting it right back from Lubin. From center, back to Lubin on the far point. Walks back to center. Feeds it across to the far side. Salzillo, side of the net. Looking as Pataccio, trying to make a move, and does. Scores! Second of the game for Pataccio. It's 3-1 Evansville. Walking in from the corner and finding just enough space. His second of the night for Mark Pataccio. And a power play goal to boot. Thunderbolts connect on their second power play of the night, much like Quad City did earlier in the period. Second goal of the game for him. And his 7th goal of the season. Thunderbolts 3-1 lead. Nikiforov carries across the line. Walsh to the front of the net and misses wide, looking for a deflection. Near side boards, Kazarowski in a tie-up. It's carried out. Here comes Pataccio. Not enough room for a scoring chance, but carries in across the line anyway. From the near side, looking to center. Makes the move. He shoots one. Knocked down in front. They score! Off the carom. It's 4-1 Thunderbolts. And I believe this will be Nick DeVolio's. One thing's for sure, it's not Pataccio's. Either way, the Thunderbolts a 4-1 lead. We'll wait and see who gets credit for this one. If a mad scramble in front to Salome, the first stop on Pataccio. It bounced down on the goal crease behind him. And one of the Thunderbolts batted it in. Pataccio, either way, we'll get an assist. We're going to get a goaltending change. Here to Salvo, we'll head out. Eric Levine will come back in. 2 games, 2 wins, 2 shutouts. He has not allowed a goal against Evansville this season. Storm control off the draw, and is Smutek along the near side. Gets past DeVolio. Up through center. On the right wing, plays it ahead of Donahue. Carries into the corner. Tries to power that and does. Donahue makes one save. It's still loose, and they score. No, they don't. The goal is waved off immediately by referee Scott McClements. An immediate protest from the Storm. However, a mad scramble in front of the net as the net was knocked off its moorings with Osachuk with it. So with 5:36 gone in the third period, the officials will deliberate, but the immediate call was no goal. The goal light, I don't believe, went on. I could be wrong here. We'll see if there's any discussion here. The immediate call was no goal on the ice. And we will have a face-off to the left side of Brayden Osachuk. So, incidental contact. No doubt the reason for it is we see the mad scramble player as Osachuk was forced back in his own net. You can't score that way. And therefore, no goal on the ice. Here's a chance for Scully Heathman on the shot. Kept in. His shot by Kazarowski deflects wide. That angle shot by Tsikos up the side of the net. And the Thunderbolts come out 2-on-2. It's Pataccio with Donahue. Donahue to the net. Scores! And there's the hat trick for Scott Donahue. A supreme snipe to make it 5-1. And finally, the Thunderbolts have gotten the monkey off their backs by beating Eric Levine. 3rd goal of the game for Scott Donahue. The Long Island native breaking out big time tonight. Off the hop, Quad City controls. Off the offensive zone draw, Bocal plays it deep. Newenike back around. Pataccio, time and space. Sets up for Relavicius coming up bench side. Against Bocal, against the Quad City line. To center, it's Pataccio on his backhand. He's stopped by Levine as he was denied the hat trick. Levine is center, an outstanding stop, Eric Levine. An 8-game losing skid will come to an end tonight. Thunderbolts 5, Quad City 1. That is your final. Bolts win. Off a 30-save effort from Brayden Osachuk, 3 goals from by Scott Donahue, 2 goals and 4.8 for Mark Pataccio. The Thunderbolts a response that they so desperately needed, They snap an 8-game losing skid and win 5-1 over Quad City.